My name is Keith Hackney. Fought in the UFC 3, 4, Ultimate 95. Some of the pain levels that I've had with the injuries, normally it was like a 7 or 8. Problems I've had through the past on different injuries, shoulder, actually both of them, right and left, both knees, had a couple surgeries on basically each of them, and just living with a lot of the pain. It helped it to a point, but it didn't repair it. Actually, when I arrived at CPI, it was in August of last year, in 2023. Probably within a 3-month period, I felt a change in different stuff. A lot of the pain started going away. I'd say my pain today is probably somewhere around a 2. I'm actually feeling pretty good, and I expect to feel even much better. My name is Keith Hackney. I'm from Roselle, Illinois. Fought in the UFC 3, 4, Ultimate 95. They nicknamed me the Giant Killer because of the guy that I fought. At a martial arts school for 15, 16 years. I also have an HVAC company. Well, day-to-day life, comes down to working 60 hours a week. Just all kinds of different things. I managed, but it was still painful. Anywhere between 25 and 15 years. Basically, some of the injuries that I've had, torn rotator cuff in the right, 2 detached tendons, the left, 2 detached tendons, torn rotator cuff, the right knee, they had to cut the bone apart and move the tendon over to straighten the kneecap out and actually clean it out. The left one they did orthoscopic, cleaned it out. It helped it to a point, but it didn't repair it. If they were injured, they got re-injured. Basically, I think a lot of it really wasn't from fighting, it was more from weightlifting. Some of the pain levels that I've had with the injuries, I've got a high pain tolerance, so I always dealt with it, but normally it was like a 7 or 8, and I don't take pain pills, I don't believe in them. The thing is with medicine in the US, they go from one thing to another. You do physical therapy, you do this, now we're gonna do surgery. So before you go in and you get cut up, you need to know exactly what you're doing because there's other alternatives out there. I didn't want to do any more surgery. I was listening to the Joe Rogan Podcast. Eddie Bravo was on there and was listening to some of the stuff they did. When I seen Ed and Scott on the podcast, I looked through different things and looked up different stuff and who's been going and what's been happening. That kind of made my decision there. They were actually, very reputable and a lot closer. Actually, when I arrived at CPI, it was in August of last year, in 2023. Had both knees, both shoulders. Actually had 70 million stem cells. I would say probably within a 3-month period, I felt a change in different stuff. A lot of the pain started going away, and it would just gradually get better every day. I'd say my pain today is probably somewhere around a 2. I'm actually feeling pretty good, and I expect to feel even much better. And right now I'm on my 6-month return. So I come back, look at the MRIs, see what's changed. I'm actually gonna get the knees and the shoulder shot up again, just to complete the mission. I'm happy with the results, but what I'm happy with is, for my wife, through her stem cells in the back, she is basically 50% better in a 6-month period, which is almost unheard of. The pain has subsided. She still has stuff here and there, good days, bad days, but way, way better than what it was. Tijuana's been great. The people couldn't be friendlier. Actually, the CPI staff, everybody's really caring. They do their job. They make sure everything gets handled, whether it's transportation or, you're getting IVs or they're doing MRIs or whatever, everything's handled very professional. Just, my life still stays the same. But as far as pain-wise, almost completely out of pain, and it makes things easier. Oh, absolutely. I've already recommended it to probably a good 10, 15 people. In fact, I had a couple friends that came down last week, and I talked to them today, and they were very happy with what happened. Everybody at CPI was great, the food was great, and safer than Chicago.